Okay, so today we're diving into something kind of staggering. Imagine this. $16 billion spent on a brand new airport,
Mm-hmm.
and not one single commercial plane has ever landed there. Ever.
It's wild, isn't it? We're talking about Mexico's Texcoco Airport.
Exactly. This is meant to be, a huge global hub,
Mm.
6 runways, cutting-edge technology, the whole package.
Yeah.
So our mission today really is to figure out how something so ambitious could just crash and burn so spectacularly.
Right. How does a massive infrastructure project like that end up as, well, basically a multi-billion-dollar ghost town?
Yeah.
It's become this symbol, hasn't it, of corruption, maybe failed politics, definitely wasted money. That's what we want to unpack.
Let's start with that vision, though, because it was grand. Immense, really.
Oh, absolutely breathtaking on paper.
6 runways, advanced systems. This wasn't just another airport. It was pitched as, like, Mexico's new gateway to the world, a real economic engine.
But the vision, however grand, slammed right into reality. Pretty hard, pretty fast. I mean, first off, the site itself, Texcoco. It's an ancient lake bed.
Right, I read about that. Engineering nightmare.
Huge challenge. It needed these pioneering soil stabilization techniques. Super advanced, but also incredibly expensive.
So the costs started racking up early.
Way early. It became this massive money pit before they even, finished a terminal.
And despite all that spending, all that planning,
Not one plane, not a single commercial flight. It's just sitting there, desolate, unused.
so with all that money flowing, where did things really start to unravel? The sources talk about these ambitious plans sparking public backlash.
Yeah, that backlash was a really big deal. It wasn't just the scale, though that was part of it.
What else then?
Well, there were pretty widespread allegations about land speculation flying around, people worried about corruption.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then you had major environmental concerns, activists, local communities. They were really worried about the impact on the whole ecosystem there. It's a delicate area.
So money worries, corruption fears, environmental damage.
Exactly. It all sort of came together and created this really powerful wave of public resistance.
So that resistance kind of paved the way for a massive political shift, didn't it? The shocking presidential decision.
Oh, absolutely pivotal moment. The incoming president, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, AMLO, he basically campaigned against it.
Right.
And one of his first big moves was to hold this, well, technically a public consultation.
But it was controversial.
Very. Critics called it flawed, non-binding, but he used it as justification.
And then,
Canceled, just like that. Halted the entire project.
wow, just pull the plug.
Completely. It really shows how, a shift in political will can just doom a project no matter how much money is already sunk,
Yeah.
billions down the drain.
And to make things even messier, this alternative airport they pushed instead. Well, it sounds like nobody really wants to use it.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. The Santa Lucia Airport, the alternative, it's got problems.
Like what?
Well, for starters, it's quite far from Mexico City. Getting there is difficult. Not much public transport.
Okay, not ideal.
And there are questions about how efficiently it can even operate alongside the existing main airport, Benito Juarez. It's just, it's not seen as a real replacement for what Texcoco was supposed to be.
So stepping back, what's the big lesson here? What does this whole saga tell us about these huge national projects?
I think it really highlights a few things. One, the incredible power of political decisions. Two, how potent public opposition can be, derailing even things that seem set in stone. And three, maybe most importantly, the absolutely staggering cost, financial resources, everything. When these massive ventures fail, it's not just lost money, it's lost opportunity, lost trust.
It really is a tragic story, isn't it? A multi-billion-dollar dream that just never got off the ground. Literally.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? What does this whole Texcoco debacle reveal about the risks baked into these grand nation-building projects? And maybe what's the true cost, the hidden cost of political choices on public money that we all end up paying for years later?